Hello guys, my name is Anna and I vlog daily from Ukraine since the start of the brutal Russian invasion. At the very beginning, most of my videos were dedicated to the destructions that Russia caused and still causes to Ukraine. But now, with each day of Ukrainian counteroffensive, I'm happy to update you with more and more Russian military targets destroyed in the result of successful Ukrainian military operations. So if you support Ukraine, you want to follow the updates from my country, please subscribe and join our friendly community of fighters against Russian propaganda and Russian terrorism. Believe me, that is a good cause. So today is actually the video that I like recording, and I want to update you on another success of Ukrainian armed forces, the destruction of an extremely expensive system of air defense used by Russian orcs and known as Triumph. It is the second such complex destroyed by Ukrainian army since the 14th of September, and the price of one is impossible to imagine for me as an ordinary person, because one of such complexes costs $1.2 billion. These are actually money Russians could have used to repair their roads, to build toilets in flats or other stuff, but they prefer using them to kill Ukrainians, to terrorize the world, and that must be punished. If you agree with me, you support the idea that Russia must be defeated and more of their complexes, tanks and weapons must be destroyed, please subscribe and help us find this informational war. So, the first Triumph complex, a very ironic name, was destroyed on the 14th of September in Crimea. The second one tonight in Belgorod region, which is the bordering region in Russia. Both of these regions temporarily annexed Crimea, and Belgorod region Russian army uses as bases, as Platzdarms for many military operations. That's why many weapons, many important storages are kept there. And air defense systems protect them from Ukrainian drones, because like missiles that we use, these are not the ones that you give us. We follow the rules. These are reconstructed Ukrainian Neptunes and other stuff. But anyway, when we destroy these air defense systems, we make Russian military objects close to the border of Ukraine or in Ukraine more and more vulnerable. This literally means that in Belgorod, that in Crimea, Russia cannot protect itself. It cannot protect its army, its storages, its vehicles, its artillery supplies and other stuff. So more places will burn. What is also important, Russia is very cruel and it uses these air defense complexes not only to protect itself from potential Ukrainian drones and missiles, but also to target Ukrainian territories. And that is perhaps a forbidden tactics. Why? Because these air defense systems, they are not developed to target accurately, they simply stop flying objects. And when targeted on the territory on land, they are very inaccurate and they cause lots of destructions, lots of injuries and deaths among the civilians. The Triumph complex destroyed in Crimea often shot Odessa and Mykolaiv regions. The one that we destroyed tonight often targeted Kharkiv and the region. So by destroying it, we actually kill two birds with one stone. Number one, we make Russian military targets more vulnerable. They cannot protect themselves using air defense systems. Number two, we save Ukrainian people from these very inaccurate missiles coming from air defense complexes. So that is beautiful. And also, we've burned like $2.4 billion that belong to Russian army. It seems to me that everything they do is very irrational and very stupid. And if you agree with me, please subscribe. But an important and much needed conclusion to those who doubt, to those who are not that optimistic about Ukrainian counteroffensive. Just look at their results. First of all, Black Sea Navy, Russian Black Sea Navy is actually destroyed. There are some things left, there are some patrols, but they are incapable of doing the majority of their tasks. Now we see that two of the regions, one in Ukraine, I mean Crimea, the other one in Russia, Belgorod, that are actively used for the development of military operations, for storing, for logistics, for staying of Russian troops, they have become totally vulnerable. We destroyed super expensive and super big complexes that they were using. And isn't that a sign of a very positive change? I believe so too. So Ukrainians are happy about that, and I'm happy to share with you such information. And believe me, we have to win. We can win. We have to remain united. Don't let Russian propaganda, don't let fatigue interfere. As in my interview, Operator Starsky said, you cannot be tired during war, because if you are tired, you are dead. This war continues. Russia still has lots of people it is ready to sacrifice. Russia still has lots of Soviet times weapons that they are ready to target on Ukraine or other countries if we fail. That's why it has to be stopped. Putin will not stop by himself. He has to be stopped and he has to be prosecuted. And I hope to see him hanging in the cold winds of The Hague. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for buying me coffees, becoming my patrons. I value the opportunities you give me a lot. That is an honor to have you in my life. We have a beautiful merch collection that reminds us evil is real, it's in Moscow, but also magic is real and it is our resilience. Go check, the link is below the video. Please subscribe to my Instagram, I'm pretty active there. You can find me on Threads and Twitter so far. You can join our Discord community. And also I hope that this Saturday we will have a live stream. Let me know what are the topics you would like to discuss, so possibly we can dedicate it to this theme. Thank you once again for being friends. Hit the bell if you want to get the updates from me. And once again, thank you for your support. Slava Ukraini!